remember this instance where I had gone to Akhlaq, who was lynched in this village in Ghaziabad. Me and my camera person, Devi Dutt, we both had gone there, and this was part of our election coverage we were doing for 2019 elections. We were visiting them after 4 long years. Even then, the atmosphere was so tensed. It was so, I would say, polarized. People did not know who we were, where we came from, but they knew definitely with the camera and with the reporter that we were journalists. I had gone there with this, assumption, since 4-5 years have already passed, things would have settled down, and they would have maybe gone on to this whole regularity of the normal life. And I started asking questions in a very kind of quoted way, not very big, direct questions. Even that they did not like. And first of all, they refused to speak in front of the camera. They threatened us that they will actually break our camera. And there was at least a few minutes where me and Devi Dutt, we both realized that we should immediately leave this place or else we will be attacked. There were people on motorcycles who were following us, who were trying to listen to what I was saying, even outside the village. Maybe if there was, a thing called a Hindu Rashtra, this was a village that a Hindu Rashtra would look like. Like we could sense it, this was on our skin. We could sense it that the people were so charged all around us, young men and also older people. And we were talking to older people. We thought they were wiser, they were experienced, and they had seen the world, and they have been in the village for the last several decades. So we were rather talking to them. Even those people were so violent in their language. Much of it we could not record on camera simply because we were not allowed. I come from the same Western UP, so the language that they were speaking, the elderly people in that village, the kind of people there were, those were exactly the kind of childhood that I was surrounded by, such kind of people during my childhood. So I felt as if I had gone back to my ancestral village, my town, and these were the same people who I, brought up with. Who I saw around me, and suddenly they become so violent, and suddenly they become so hateful of not me in particular, but people like me. I couldn't sleep for 2-3 nights. Something in me kind of broke. I spoke to my editor. I had a long phone call, because there was nothing which was kind of, my peace was eroded. There was something very personal that was taken away from me. That was the day when I had lost hope in India. And I think I still feel, when I think of this village, I don't feel that I have returned from that village fully. I think a part of me still lives there and still wants to kind of fix things there. And I feel I could just sit down with those Taujis and Chachajis, and I could just have a frank conversation with them. That, look, I'm also one of you. Why do you hate people like me so much? What really made you like this? You were never like this. A lot of people have come to me saying, oh, look, what you do is not journalism, it's activism. I say, with the change in politics that we have witnessed in the last 1 decade, the kind of change in the society that we have seen, the roles of journalists will also be redefined. So if there is new politics, a new society, a whole new leadership, a new, not in a nice way, then they have to be new journalists in a new role. So I would say I used to, before 2014, maybe I used to approach journalism in a little more dispassionate way and a little more, as they supposedly call it, objective way. But now I take a position. I take a position in favor of the marginalized. I take a position in favor of Constitution. I take a position in favor of India's democracy and democratic future. So if all of this is a crime, then I'm guilty of that crime.